What's going on, shoe fanatics? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a nice little look at one of the most hyped shoes or most coveted shoes or one of the most controversial shoes of the year. Today we have the Air Jordan 1 Trophy Room Low. As you can see, we have this faded vintage all white box. You guys have seen vintage boxes before, both on the Lost and Found and the Jordan 3 Reimagined. Here we have more of the same. As you can see, a scratched out Nike logo, a scratched out Michael Jordan signature, and of course a scratched out Trophy Room logo. Down on the bottom, you have official edition, which I'll tap right into in a minute. Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG SP, sail, black, varsity red, and muslin. On the interior of the box top here, you have a nice little touch. You have a faded Jumpman logo, which I believe is going to be over the city of Chicago here in blue, and faintly, very faintly written in yellow as 12th of September, 1984, which of course is signing day after being drafted third by the Chicago Bulls after, which was then Akeem Olajuwon and Sam Bowie. And shouts out to Sam Bowie because that place in history cannot be easy. And on the bottom of the inside, you have a Trophy Room logo again and a signature of the great Michael Jordan. Now, as you can see, I've already deconstructed everything. It comes in this nice clear sleeve that's surrounded by this premium paper. And of course, if the cat's not out of the bag by now, this paper does in fact say premium issue, Jordan basketball, 1 pair of shoes and 2 extra laces. Basketball Trophy Room, you get the whole thing. What this is made to represent is a pack of Fleer cards, thus tying in Michael Jordan's rookie card made by Fleer in 1984. Just for you guys' information, that rookie card can fetch anywhere from 20 to, I've seen upwards, I don't know who's gonna buy it, but upwards of $450,000 for this Fleer rookie card. So it's a big deal. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm beyond pleased to present to you the Air Jordan 1 Low Trophy Room rookie card away color. More on that later. All right, so let's dive right into it. As you can see, we have a Air Jordan 1 Low in a black and varsity red colorway. Starting at the bottom, like I always do, you have a radio traction pad synonymous with the Air Jordan 1. Flipping up to the midsole, you have a sail or a muslin colored midsole, kind of giving some of that vintage look. You guys should probably be pretty familiar with this vintage look. I mean, it's on the Lost and Founds. It's on like the Reimagined 3s, which is here somewhere. Just kind of this old sail look. And again, this is probably the design inspiration behind this vintage midsole itself. Now, continuing up, this is probably what's going to make or break the shoe for a lot of you. Around the toe cap and up the eye stays, you have this satin material. Now, me personally, I'm not a huge fan of satin on shoes. This is the reason why I skipped the satin breads that came out last year. Probably going to be the reason why I skipped the satin shadows at the end of this year. But on this shoe, they do work really well. And I'll be honest with you, I'll wear probably a couple times, so don't expect them to crease that bad. There's going to be a significant amount of creasing at some point. And in that satin, there's actually a Trophy Room logo right here on the side, a nice little touch. Interestingly enough, what I thought was going to be like a full grain leather here, it actually feels like somewhere between a hybrid of a nubuck and a full grain leather. After all this time doing YouTube, I really haven't committed all the materials to my head, but it's not a full grain leather like I was expecting here on the Lost and Found as an example. It does kind of feel like a Durabuck or a nubuck. I'm not sure which one though. That same material is here on the toe as well as on the side panels on both the lateral and medial side. Now, speaking of the sides, you actually do have a stitched swoosh, okay? So the swoosh is not like leather stitched onto the shoe. It's actually stitched into the shoe, okay? It's wrapped around, stitched into the shoe. A nice touch. It does give a little bit of a premium feeling to it. Now, I'm not quite sure if I would have preferred a regular swoosh to be on here, like a leather swoosh, but I am surprised and actually happy to see the level of thought and care put into the design of this particular release. Now, coming around to the back, we have a nice little touch, this little gold-plated wings logo, which I really do like. Nice little touch. Again, gives a kind of a premium feel to the shoe. Nice little elegant luxury touch, as it were. It's $160 Jordan, so let's not get too carried away. Then on the back, kind of had this weaved suede material. It's like a long hair, short hair, weaved pattern in here. Again, I should have been a materials guy at this point, and I'm not. I don't know what you want to call it, but it does have some kind of contrast to it. I do like it. Again, it's a diagonally weaved suede pattern, I believe. So yeah, take a look at it. On the interiors of the shoe, you do have 2 different insoles. You have one blue and one yellow. The blue one does have a Jumpman logo down here at the heel. And of course, the yellow one does have a Trophy Room logo down here on the heel as well. So again, nice little touch with the left and the right shoe. So far as the tongue is concerned, again, there is a kind of a pattern in here, a weaved pattern on this material. And it's actually nice. Again, you know, it gives this shoe this kind of, I don't want to keep throwing the word luxury around. It's just different. Like, it's just better than your standard tongue. That's all it is. It's better than your standard Jordan 1 tongue. As you can see, it has some kind of gloss to it, almost like every other stitching pattern had a shiny kind of stitch to it as opposed to the flat one that's adjacent to it. So nice little touch. Again, nice. It's nice. It's okay. It's cool. side. And of course, the whole thing is in that sail or muslin colorway. Default in the shoe is a black waxy lace, okay? It's not a flat cotton lace like we're typically used to, but you have a black waxy lace in it. And then of course, in the Move to Zero initiative box, you have a white waxy lace. And I think what's probably going to be my personal favorite is a yellow waxy lace. So this is probably going to be the one that's going to ultimately make it in the shoe. I like this touch, like gives it some pop of color. So typically we talk about the shoe on this channel like we just did, and then we talk about the shoe. So of course the shoe came to us by way of Trophy Room, the store owned by Marcus Jordan, the son of the great Michael Jordan. The shoe cost $140 and was raffled via the EQL system. That in and of itself is a mouthful, because as you guys know, the Trophy Room releases have not been without their fair share of controversy. At this present place and time, it's really beating the dead horse. I mean, if you've been in the game long enough, you guys know, yes, the freeze out drop was handled poorly, okay? Backdoor this, backdoor that. Marcus Jordan has plenty of money. Why is he giving shoes to his friends, not letting us common folk get the shoes? I get it. You guys wanted the Trophy Room freeze outs. Water under the bridge at this point. Either you got them or you didn't. Not to mention when the Trophy Room 7 dropped, these were made in abundance. I mean, these guys were everywhere. They're low price on the aftermarket. You guys just didn't want them because they're not a Jordan 1. They didn't make you any money. They didn't make your collection cooler by not having a semi kind of rare Jordan 1 freeze out in your collection. At the end of the day, sure, it would have been nice to have the Trophy Room freeze outs, but I buy my shoes to wear them, not just collect. So it makes me never know mind whether or not I got the shoe in hand, because it's going to lose value anyway at some point once I put it on my feet. And I also happen to know that some of you that was complaining out there also put your EQL raffle in for this. Act like you didn't. Let's keep it a buck. Time will tell whether or not history is repeating itself. I did not see a lot of W's in this particular shoe for delivery option. So just to kind of take it back, when you had the opportunity to enter your raffle into the system, they gave you the choice to pick up in store or have it delivered to you. Not to mention, it stated specifically on the EQL raffle rules that people who were in the area code, or at least in the state of Florida, have a verified address would get first dibs as far as the picking of the shoe is concerned. I'm fortunate. I happen to live 20 minutes from the Trophy Room, and as such, my selection was picked. And immediately, once the L started rolling in for a lot of people, up come the accusations again. Backdoor city, only the resellers got them. Every single one of your favorite boutiques backdoors at some point. Marcus Jordan is no better, no different than anybody else. The fact that maybe he got caught doing it sways your opinion one way or the other, but trust me, he's not doing anything different than what your favorite retailers are doing. So with all that being said, the only thing I'm trying to do is restore love for the sneakers. It's really irrelevant to me the politics of how these shoes release, so long as I'm able to get a pair or go on with my life. That's all I'm trying to do. So at this point, you guys have probably found out whether or not you hit on the EQL raffle. And if you haven't, there's another opportunity on Sneakers app, I believe on March 23rd. As I mentioned, guys, this is actually the away version. There will be a separate version, the home version, which I believe may be all leather with a white swoosh. Don't quote me on that. And I believe that shoe actually has some hints from a picture of Michael Jordan playing putt-putt in his rookie warm-ups. I'm gonna try to put that picture up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. What I really love is the core of this. Marcus Jordan trying to tell stories about his pops through sneakers. And that, to me, is really what it should all be about. There's probably a ton of details I'm missing out, but right now, guys, this is the Air Jordan 1 Trophy Room Low in all its glory, the away colorway. As far as sizing is concerned, I go true to size on my Jordan 1 lows. Now, some of you may opt to go down a half size because of the lack of a tall heel here. Kind of flip-flops when you walk if your shoe is too big. So keep that in mind. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead, get you guys some on-foot action, give you some lace swaps. And guys, listen, again, if you want the shoe, it's a nice shoe to put on. It's a great piece of collectability to have in your collection. Again, another fine piece of storytelling by the Trophy Room. Let's get back to the sneakers and less about the bullshit. So guys, you get one more opportunity on the Sneakers app, I believe on March 23rd, price of $150. This has been the Air Jordan 1 Low Trophy Room away colorway. Rookie card. That's it. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button one time. For the next one, I have been Jay Shoe Fanatic, and I'm out of here.
I can smell it.
original cut. There it absolutely is. I might like it better than the 2020 version.